Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Nicole Chantel, and if you like beauty videos, 31 days of Halloween and Friday vlogs, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become part of my makeup family. With all that being said, let's jump right into this video. So hello my loves, today I have a drugstore haul and try on video for you guys, from foundation to eyeshadow to some new interesting brushes that caught my eye that are by Real Techniques. So this is why I'm plain face, because we are just going to start off with foundation. I already primed my face, which you guys know that I love this one here, which is the Annabelle Refreshing Perfecting Primer. This here is amazing. If you guys could get your hands on this, pick it up, you will love it. It does have a fragrance of lime, I've always said that, but then it just vanishes, and I find that it gives my skin a beautiful look and feel to it, and it makes my foundation last quite some time. Really love this. Highly recommend this primer. So the first new product that I'm going to be testing out, which I'm really excited for, I seen this into my local Walmart, and it's by e.l.f. and it's the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I did get mine in the shade Pearl, and it comes in this glass little case right here, which I think is really nice. I went through quite a lot of Walmarts, and I was able to find one that wasn't open or swatched. And of course it does come with a pump, which I really like. I will be going in with my holy grail sponge from Winners. I do have a makeup sponge from the drugstore that I'm going to be using later on with a new concealer that I picked up, but this one here is from Winners. Really inexpensive. Love this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and just apply a few pumps to my hand. So there we go, a few pumps like that. This is very thick, like when I'm doing this, tapping it on my hand, it's really thick. And ooh, okay, I'm just going to apply a little bit at first. So that is just with one side of my face done. And the coverage of this is beautiful. When I look at my viewfinder and my mirror, it looks so super nice. I'm not having no flakiness on my forehead, which is great because you all know I have dry skin. So the minute I apply a foundation to my face, I will know right away if it's going to work for me, because if it doesn't work, it starts to just flake and irritate my dry skin right away. So there we go. There's the foundation all applied. I know I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but I am so pale. But anyways, this here is also cruelty-free, and just to let you know that Pearl is fair with natural undertones. And this here says that it's oil-free, and it's also a satin finish. I mean, to me, it looks kind of matte. Maybe that's just me, but anyways, I really liked how it applied. So one pump was on this side, one pump was on that side. So really a little bit of this foundation does go a long way. Like I said, I do find it to be a thick foundation when I was pumping it out, and it does have a fragrance to it. But once you apply it to your face, you can't smell it anymore, which is great. But all in all, so far, I really like this foundation. So for concealer, I am going in with the Annabelle Perfect Concealer, and this one here is in the shade Fair. I was kind of hoping that they would have like foundations, but there wasn't any, so I was like, ooh, let's try this because I do love that Annabelle primer. And I'm going to be going in with this beauty sponge right here, and it's by Quo, and it says that it's a fast dry sponge, and it's a velvet blend sponge. And what it is, I thought this was really interesting when I picked this up at my local Shoppers. When I had seen it, I was like, ooh, this looks very neat. As you could tell, it has little tiny holes, and these holes go all the way through the other side. So what it says is that this is a fast drying sponge. So when you're cleaning your sponge, apparently after you let it dry, it's supposed to dry super quick because it has these little vents going through it. So I said I wanted to try this because it looked really interesting. I'm really not a big fan of the Beauty Blender anymore. Really not. Ever since I discovered that beauty sponge from Winners, I'm just all over that. So I'm going to be testing out this new setting spray that I got from Miliani, and it's Make It Dewy setting spray. I do love the Make It Last setting spray. That's like an amazing setting spray. So when I seen this here into my local drugstore, I was like, okay, I'm going to pick it up. I want to test it out, see how well it works, if it makes my skin look dewy, because apparently I'm after saying this quite a few times now in my videos. I want more highlight, I want more contour, I want more fake lashes, and now I'm kind of feeling like I want to be dewy. I have no idea who I'm becoming. I really don't. So I'm gonna go ahead now and just spray this, and yeah, it's really nice and spongy, like sponge. I'm really curious to see how well it works and how well it applies the concealer. Also, that setting spray has a really nice fragrance to it. So this applicator is really nice. Now they say this is fair. I mean, I don't know. To me, it looks a little bit darker. I'm going to take it and I'm just apply it here, and then any excess concealer, then I will just take it and just apply it right up underneath my eye area. Concealer applied really nice. I really like this sponge as well. It's kind of soft, but at the same time a little bit dense. And I'm gonna take some and apply it here on my nose area, and just a little bit more here on my cheeks where I do have redness. And I find that this concealer is not really drying super quick, which is nice because there's nothing worse when you have concealer and you apply it and it dries like super fast and you have to work extremely fast. Looks really, really nice. It's definitely covering up my redness, and so far it's not creasing underneath the eye area, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes first before I finish the rest of the face, because I'm really excited to play with these brushes right here. And they are from Real Techniques, and it's called the Rebel Edge Trio. So when I seen these, I was like, hello. They kind of remind me of the Scott Barnes makeup brushes because they go on this weird slant. So I was like, ooh, let's get these. And there is a Rebel Edge large face brush, and then there's a Rebel Edge fine eye brush, and then there's a Rebel Edge medium brush, which is for your cheeks. So I was like, okay, great. So we have one for the face, one for the eyes, one for the cheeks. I really want to try it out. Of course, when I take it out and show you guys here the brushes, I'm going to have to use more than just one eye brush, because one eye brush on that kind of angle is not going to be able to do all my eyes. But I really wanted to get these because it looks so super neat, really cool. Now these were $25 Canadian, so they were a bit on the pricey side for 3 makeup brushes. And for the eyeshadow palette, I'm really excited for this one because you all know that I love purple. Purple, purple, purple. And this one here is by Wet n Wild, and it's called VI Purple. And when I seen these shadows here, I was like instantly fell in love with these colors because I'm all about that purple tone life. And of course these browns in here look absolutely beautiful as well. Also, Wet n Wild products are cruelty free, and I really truly love their palettes, love the quality. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with BH Cosmetics. It's my Ray Ray number 6 brush, and I'm just going to apply the transition shade right here into my crease before I use that Real Techniques brush. Had a moment then, do forgive me. And I'm just going to apply that right into my crease. I'm not going to do a real crazy look today. I just want to do something nice and soft. Here's the shape of the Real Techniques Rebel Eye Brush, and as you can see, it's on this very unique angle, and it is a really thin brush. So I zoomed you guys in so you could see what I'm doing with this brush. So I'm going to go in with this light shade right here, and I'm just going to, ooh, that picks up a lot of product. This little tiny brush, and I'm just like dabbing into it, and I'm just going to apply that into my crease. And this is a very different brush. I'm going to go in with my BH Cosmetics, it's my Ray Ray number 8 brush. I'm going to go in with this purple shade right here, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer part of my eye and just tap it on. I just took up a little bit of the product. I don't want to take a whole lot up at first. The blending brush. I'm just going to take a little small of that purple and just apply it right into my crease. So I think I'm going to go in with this kind of a goldy shade right here. And I'm just going to apply that on the inner part of my eye. And I am going to take it's my Ray Ray brush once again. And I just got that applied onto the brush dry. Wow, okay, hello. This is just applied dry, and look how intense that looks. Super nice. I don't even think I'm going to wet the brush because I just like how intense it is when it's applied dry. Take the Real Techniques brush once again, and I am going to go back in with that gold shade, and I'm just going to go right in here. So I really find that this brush is actually perfect for this area of the eye because it just takes the product and applies it exactly where you want it to, and not really like go outside of that area, which is great because I do find sometimes like I have to go in and I have to clean it back up again because I'm after like just messing it up. But this is just taking that shadow and applying it so nice. So now I want to play with some more color from this palette. So I'm going to take this brush once again, and I'm going to go in with these deeper matte tones right here. And I'm just going to take the darkest brown, and I'm just going to apply it right here on the outer part of my lower lash line. Like this takes, I can't believe this brush. This is amazing. I'm just going to take it and kind of make it into a bit of a wing. Okay, so I like where that look is too right now. If you guys would like to see more eye looks with this palette, let me know in the comments down below. Now for mascara primers, because I'm obsessed with mascara primers, so I wanted to give this one here a go. And it's the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. And it's number 300, which is white primer, of course. And yeah, so it says mascara, amplify, condition, and volumes. And voluming brush. Voluming brush. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that word. And I never picked up a new mascara, so I'm just going to go in with the Essence, and this is the Lash Princess Volume Mascara. So now I'm going to go in with this new bronzer from Wet n Wild, and it's the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer, and this one here is called Sunset Striptease. Okay, Wet n Wild. But here is the bronzer here. As you could tell, I did swatch it, and when I swatched it, it felt so gorgeous, really nice and smooth. I am going to go in with this brush from Real Techniques. As you could see, it has that weird angle, and then up at the top, it kind of like, you know, it's a little bit tapered and then it flares out, and it's really nice and soft and smooth. Love the angle of this brush. So I'm just going to pick up a small amount of this bronzer right here, and I'm just going to, ooh, okay. This brush is really, really soft. It's not like dense, so it's very nice when you're applying the product, because then at the same time as you're applying it, you could kind of diffuse it out as well. And I'm really liking how this bronzer is applying. So now for blush, I am going to be using two blushes. This one here is by Annabelle, and it's the Perfect Blush. And this one here is in the shade Fawn Rose. So I seen this, I was like, oh, this looks really beautiful because it looks like a matte blush. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous pink shade. And really nice and soft and smooth. Here it is swatched on my finger. And there it is on my hand. Really, really pretty. So I said I wanted to try that because I've never tried any Annabelle blushes before. And I've never tried any Miliani baked powder blushes. This one here I got is in Dolce Pink. And I'm really excited. Ooh, that was a brush that fell out of there that I didn't know that was in there. But anyways, here it is here. And that is really beautiful. Ooh, that's really super pink. That is going to look gorgeous. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go in with the Annabelle blush and apply that, and then I'm going to use this one here as a blush topper. I am going to go in with the other Real Techniques brush, blush brush, which is really nice. It's very nice and small. So I'm just going to take a small amount of the Annabelle blush, not brush, Nicole, and I'm just going to apply that right onto my cheeks. Now I'm going to go in with the Milani blush in Dolce Pink. Just look at that, how pretty that is. And I'm just going to take a small amount because I really don't want to take a whole lot because it seems to be really pigmented. I know a lot of people rave about Milani blushes. And ooh, yeah, that is, yeah. Went in a little bit heavy-handed there. Now I have two highlighters because, you know, why not? This one here is by Annabelle, and it's the Bouncy Bounce Face and Body Glow. This one here is in the shade Coco Loco. I can't remember if I mentioned that in another video. I don't know, but anyways, it's like this really kind of a jelly texture, very smooth. So I'm going to be trying this one, and I'm also going to be trying the Wet n Wild, and this one here is the loose highlighting powder, the Megaglo loose highlighting powder, and it is in the shade called I'm So Lit. Love the packaging. The packaging is really beautiful. Actually, a subscriber of mine and a follower, Stephanie, hey, she actually messaged me over on Instagram saying, hey, I know how much you're becoming obsessed with highlighters. You need to try this one. I was like, okay. So I went on the hunt and I found it. I was like, this is great. So as you could tell, there's a lot of product dumped out here. So I really don't want to dump any more out because there's a lot. So first I'm going to take the Annabelle Face and Body Glow in Coco Loco, and I'm just going to apply a little bit here. It's like very soft. It's not like in your face. That's really pretty. So now I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild highlighter, I'm So Lit. And I just have a little bit of it in the cover right here. And I am taking my Beach Cosmetics It's My Ray Ray No. 5 highlighter brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just going to apply it onto, ooh, hello. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. That is like, that's beaming. I don't know if it's super beaming because where I put that Annabelle one on first and then applied it on the top, but I never applied none up here. So this is the highlighter by itself. Wow. That is gorgeous. Thank you, Stephanie, for this recommendation. Oh my, like, I'm like, I don't care where I apply to right now at this point because I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Okay, you guys, like, you definitely need this highlighter, and definitely pick up this one as well from Annabelle because I think the two, they just make a perfect team together. Like, look at that. So now we're going to go on to lips. This here is by Miliani. I love Milani's lipsticks. They are like one of my favorite drugstore lipsticks besides NYX Cosmetics. And this here is a new one. This one is the Bold Color Statement Matte Lipstick. And I did get the shade number 1, which is called I'm Fabulous. So all of these had very awesome names like I'm Strong, I'm Pretty, I'm Fabulous. Like, it was gearing towards women. Like, I'm assuming that they were putting it out because, well, this is how my mind is thinking, you know, like to empower us, which I think is great. And love this color. It's just this beautiful, like mauve kind of nudie tone. And the fragrance is so gorgeous. It is vanilla. So I'm going to go ahead now and just apply this to my lips. That glided on really nice, and it's not like tugging on my lips at all. So there we go. There's the lipstick applied, and it says that it's a bold matte, but this lipstick is a really comfortable matte. It's not like a dry matte on your lips. It glided on so nice. There was no tugginess. It's very comfortable. Really love this color with this eye look. I have to say it's super beautiful. So now to set my face, I have another setting spray. And this here is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. It says prep, set, refresh, and of course it's cruelty free. Love the color of this bottle. I'm wondering, oh yeah, it's a very strong smell. So let's see how it sprays out and let's see how it makes my makeup look. So I will have to say that the fragrance of this is very different. It doesn't remind me of cucumber. I like how it's sprayed onto my face, and I feel like it's definitely making my makeup feel like it's finished and set. But the fragrance, I kind of don't like that fragrance. Like I said, to me it doesn't smell like cucumber. So I might as well just spray this on my face too, because I only sprayed my beauty sponge, and it's the Miliani Make It Dewy Setting Spray, and it hydrates, illuminates, and sets makeup. And it says that it has a 16-hour wear. I do love the Make It Last setting spray. This is like my third bottle of this. Absolutely love that. It's one of my favorites from the drugstore. So let's just try this one and see how it applies to my face. Okay, I like how this one applied to my skin compared to this one, and I like the fragrance more of this one compared to this one. It is definitely giving me a beautiful dewy look to my skin. I found that when this one would dry down, you could actually feel it, like not the spray itself, but you could actually feel your makeup going into place. So this one here I prefer over this one. So my final thought on all these products from the drugstore, I really love this e.l.f. foundation, the Flawless Finish Foundation. Like I said, I did get mine in the shade Pearl, and I found that I didn't have to blend it down my neck. It actually matched me perfectly. Now I will have to say that the foundation did come out thick, and when you applied it, it does have a bit of a thick feel to it, but after when you blend it out, it doesn't feel thick on your skin at all. And like I said, it's oil-free and it's a satin finish, but to me it kind of came off a matte finish onto my skin. But all in all, I really like this foundation, so if you guys could get your hands on it, definitely pick it up. I could tell you, like I said, where I have dry skin, it's not making my forehead area flake or my cheeks. It applied beautiful to my skin, so it loves my skin, so I love this foundation. As for the Wet n Wild VI Plum palette, I really love this palette. Love the colors in here, love how they blended on my eyes. I just love this look that I did. That's very simple on the go. It's not too heavy of an eye look. Beautiful quality, definitely recommend it. And as well for the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronze, and this is in the shade Sunset Striptease. But I do love this bronzer. I love how it applied to my skin and how it just really melted into my skin. Gave me such beautiful color. Definitely recommend this as well. And I just love these Real Technique brushes. I'm telling you guys, if you guys could pick these up into your local Walmart or your local drugstore, pick them up. They are beautiful. I was actually going to buy the Scott Barnes brushes because of the unique shape of the brush after watching Tati's video with him in it. And when I seen these, I was like, wait a minute, no, I'm going to pick these up because if I order them and shipping and everything else coming from the States to Canada is going to be so much more. So I was really happy to find these. I hope that Real Techniques comes out with more of this kind of a design brush because I think they are so neat. As for the blushes, love the blushes as well, from Annabelle to Miliani. Definitely recommend them. The highlighters, I have to say, I really truly love. I love this Wet n Wild highlighter in I'm So Lit, along with the Annabelle Bounce Bounce Face and Body Glow. I think two of these paired together just give such a beautiful finish to the skin. Love the Miliani lipstick, and I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it, but it's a beautiful lipstick. Love the color. I'm So Bold. It's called I'm So Fabulous. And as for the setting sprays, don't really like the smell of this. Love the fragrance of this. I prefer actually this Miliani Make It Dewy setting spray over the Wet n Wild Photofocus 3-in-1 setting spray. So that is it. I think I covered everything, and the mascara primer was absolutely beautiful. Love a good mascara primer. I definitely recommend that you guys try it. Out of all the products I've used today, I recommend them all except this one here. The smell I really can't get past. Oh, and the Annabelle concealer, love it, beautiful. It never creased. It just blended so gorgeous onto my skin. actually really love this. I could definitely see this becoming a holy grail concealer from the drugstore for me. So you guys, that's it for my drugstore haul try on first impressions. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what products have you recently bought from the drugstore that you are loving, and what should I try next from the drugstore. Let me know in those comments down below. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.